Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm. Let me fix this. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to go ahead and give this review on Belle Collective. I'm trying not to. Y'all like my sash? Anyways, all right, y'all. So listen. I mean, the reunion was all right. It was two parts. That's really all we needed was two parts. Um, Girl, let's just talk. Glenn is not the father. I mean, he's not the father. Even if he was the father, it wouldn't have made a difference in his marriage because Letitia has already told us that the baby is not the problem. It's more so, I guess. I don't know, girl. I don't. I mean, at this point, girl, it doesn't matter. Glenn and Letitia are together. They're married. They're probably gonna be together forever. Um, Letitia tells Glenn at the end of the episode when they go into the back room to have a conversation, I need you to step up and be the man that you're supposed to be. Girl. Girl, you're telling a 40-year-old man who you've been with, or close to 40-year-old man who you've been with since y'all was 17, 18, girl, that you need him to step up to be the man that he was destined to be or that he needs to be. After you already told us in your confessional, cheat on me once, shame on me. Cheat on me 17 times, you won't cheat on me again. The simple fact that Letitia was on cable television crying, snot coming out of her nose, girl shaking, all at the hands of her trifling husband, and she still has decided to stick around for the what 18th time. I mean, we're gonna have to just call a thing a thing. I think that Glenn is gonna forever be trifling, and I think that Letitia is gonna forever be a fool. I get that stuff happens in relationships, stuff happens in marriage. I completely understand that cheating is not the end for a lot of people. Girl, Letitia is not the only one that has stayed in a relationship, and her husband has cheated on her. Her boyfriend has cheated on her. Girl, most women stay, okay? But girl, most women ain't on TV talking about girl, fool me once, shame on me, fool me 17 times, girl. Girl, like we can only talk about Letitia because Letitia decided to put her business out there in the streets. Letitia is a fool, if I ever saw one. And the thing is, I love Letitia. Girl, it almost pains me to have to say Letitia is a fool because that's how much I like Letitia. I think Letitia is like one of my favorite ones on the show. But if it was anybody else, we'll be calling them a fool. So Letitia's not exempt, especially when we see the foolery right in our faces. I mean, it is what it is. Some of y'all gonna say, girl, that's what marriage is about. Some of y'all gonna say, Rodney, you don't understand because you ain't got no man and you don't know what happens in relationships. I know I'm not gonna get on TV looking like no fool. I know that much. I know that much. It's one thing. It's one thing for something to happen in your relationship, a little cheatation. It's something for a little cheatation to happen in your relationship. Girl, I don't know, girl, because it ain't no excuse for nobody to cheat on nobody. But in some situations, I try to understand how things could happen. It ain't nobody out there in this world that's gonna get me to understand. After Letitia said, I'm gonna say it again. After Letitia said, that girl fooled me once, shame on me, fooled me 7 times, 17 times, and she's still deciding to stick around. I could see if this was Glenn's very first time probably cheating 20 years into the relationship, I could probably try to wrap my head around why Letitia probably staying because was his first, indiscretion. They've been together since they was 17 and now they pushing 40. He ain't never did this before and they've been going through it and I don't know, child. But girl, that's not the story. And then Glenn want to get on my TV screen talking about, girl, this was his first time ever sleeping with somebody. Girl! Girl, a lot don't care who tell it. Anyways, girl, I'm done talking about Letitia and that man. It'll never be another person who to fit your heart. Girl, I'm done talking about them. Carlos basically tells the women, tells everybody, the men. Girl, what girl I mean, girl, quiet as it's kept. It sounds like something I done said on my channel, girl, 11 times. Men, I don't know what it is, but men think that just because they pay a light bill, just because they may pay half of the mortgage, because you know they ain't paying all the mortgage, girl. They think they can pay half of the mortgage, girl. They putting a little bit on the light bill. That means that gives them a right to go out here and get in these streets if they don't get what they feel like they deserve from home. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I don't know why um, some men feel as though their manhood is connected to this woman, their wife, their girlfriend, basically doing what they say, not living out their dreams, right? Like, girl, before you probably even came into this woman's life, this woman probably had goals and dreams and aspirations of being a doctor, a nurse, a ballerina, girl, a singer, and now she with you. She's supposed to be the girl background to your foreground. What was it? What Bernadine said? I'll wait until it excels. And it shouldn't work that way. And it's sad because a lot of women, once they get with men, they don't. Those dreams and goals that they have, they go out the window. And then when they want to try and chase after those dreams, it causes problems in the relationship because the man no longer feels like a man. I don't know what this woman chasing her dreams has to do with your manhood. If you don't feel like a man, that ain't got nothing to do with her because this woman can't teach you or make you feel like a man. It's just dumb. It's really dumb when you really sit back and think about it. Ain't no woman out there gonna ever make me not feel like a man. Girl, ain't no man gonna ever make me not feel like a man. Girl, I feel like a man because I'm a man. Girl, okay? Cliff, did he sleep with JJ's ex-girlfriend? He said, girl, I ain't gonna lie. I hollered when I caught on to what he was saying. Baby Cliff said, I didn't sleep with her. We was wide awake. I was like, what are you talking about? Girl, baby Cliff said, baby, we wasn't sleeping, baby. When Cliff said I didn't sleep with her, we was wide awake. And I caught on to what he wanted to. I screamed. Um, Hold up. Demond and Greedy, whatever his name is, Tamara and Taisha. I don't know, y'all. I will say this much. I don't appreciate if you're gonna have an entire segment over Taisha, Greedy, and Tamara. Taisha should have been in the building. I hate when reality TV shows do this. They want to create this segment. They want to have this full 5-7 minute conversation about this situation that happened, but all parties are not there. I get that sometimes friends of the show don't need to be at the reunions. Like Manetta really ain't have no bit. I mean, she didn't go to the reunion, but Manetta wasn't needed at the reunion. Like last year, Escala, Real Housewives of Potomac, Escala wasn't needed at the reunion. So sometimes friends of the show are not needed at the reunion. But girl, in this case, Taisha was needed at the reunion. We're gonna sit here and have a full 7 minute, however long the conversation was about the situation. I want to hear what everybody got to say while everybody is here. Because Tamara gonna say what she gonna say. Greedy damn sure gonna say what he gonna say. But I want to hear what Taisha got to say. Taisha might be crazy and she might be a liar. But let us figure it out. at the end of the day, what it comes down to is they're basically, of course, Greedy denied everything. Now let me tell y'all something. I rewound that part at least 5 times when Carlos asked him, "Did you ever kiss her?" Greedy didn't answer. Did Greedy answer y'all? Because I didn't hear him say nothing. He said no to them not having sex. He said no to everything else Carlos asked him. Did y'all have sex? No. Um, he said, did they go on, did they date? No, I don't know. He was asking them like 4 or 5 questions. But when he asked him, did you kiss her? He didn't say nothing. He just leaned back. So I was confused. Tambra is standing by her man. Greedy says, they basically say Taisha is doing this for a storyline. Supposedly she came to the producers the first season and said that she had dirt on everybody. She's also Tisha's husband's ex-sister-in-law. She used to be married to Glenn's brother. I don't know if they got to do with anything, but they mentioned it on the show. I don't know. If this was my first time watching this Belle Collective, I would think based off of based off what Tamara and Greedy both said, that Taisha was probably crazy and a liar. But like I said, girl, if we're gonna have this conversation, we need to have all parties involved. I don't think it's fair that Taisha was not able to be there. And based off of the things that Greedy has said throughout this season, based off the fact that he did not answer whether or not they kissed, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Something happened between Greedy and that girl, not the girl, Taisha. Something. Maybe they didn't have sex, but something happened. Y'all want to talk about Tamara talking about back in the day, girl? Y'all, what? I think that they was talk. I think something happened when Tamara and Greedy stopped talking. I felt like Tamara was trying to make it seem as though this was a back in the day situation. I don't know. I don't know. I think something probably happened, and I'm moving on. I'm gonna move on. Tamara and Greedy live together. They having sex raw now. I mean, quiet as it's kept, they've been having sex unprotected. If you ask me, I don't know, but if you ask me, I don't know, child. Tamara, you got a lot going on. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause one minute you want to get married and have a baby, but now, girl, it's like, girl, you're literally doing I think that people should do what they want to do. But if Tamara really had this idea in her head of how she wanted to live her life, she should have stuck to that. I was here for Tamara when Tamara was saying, even though it's not necessarily something that I agree with, I think that people again should live. Girl, I don't think you need to be married and all that shit, girl. Just do what you want to do, girl. Um, but if Tamara had already said, I want to be married, I want to live together. I mean, I want to, get married, move in together, have kids. I want to do it the right way. Then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Girl, now it's like you almost went over there and let this nigga convince you, okay, you gonna move in, we gonna start fucking raw. If you get pregnant, it is what it is. Because, bitch, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get knocked up tomorrow, bitch, Greedy not marrying your ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna be just like every other woman walking around here, girl, with a baby, girl, no ring. Because it don't take that much to get married. It don't. Take your black ass to the courthouse. It don't take all that to get married. It don't take all that to get married. Okay? But Tamara, she grown. She gonna do what she want to do. Latrice. Listen, Latrice don't want a baby. And I mean, girls, some of the stuff that Carlos was saying on this reunion is the stuff that I've said on my channel, girl, 50, 11 times, child. I don't think that we should I don't think that we should shame or, try and force women to have kids. Everybody does not want kids, and I think that is completely okay. There's this lie that people try and push that all women want kids. All women have this instinct and this desire for motherhood. No, they don't. If they did, girl, it wouldn't be so many grandmamas and granddaddies raising their grandchildren because the mama or the daddy don't want them. They too busy ripping and running the streets. There's too many kids in foster care and up for adoption for all women just to want kids. So that's a lie that y'all need to stop pushing because it's just not true. Every woman does not want kids. And I think that Latrice, for whatever reason, she doesn't want kids, she don't want them. And I don't think she should have them unless she is 100% sure that she wants children. Other than that, girl, leave their asses where they at. I love the fact that Cliff basically said, girl, it is what it is. We're going to be all right either way. Cliff, I can't really get on Cliff. Cliff seemed like he all right. Cliff already got 5 kids, so I don't know what the pressure was for Latrice to have a baby when he already got 5 kids anyways. And the little girl already told us the first episode that she barely talked to you. That's what your daughter said. That came out of her mouth. All right. Um, did Latrice marry her father? Latrice has daddy issues. She does. And she probably did marry someone. I mean, the mama told her straight up, your dad, your husband remind me of my husband, basically. My baby daddy, your father. She probably did. Latrice has daddy issues. Um, it's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that Latrice does have daddy issues and she calls her husband daddy. It's a little, make kind of makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. It's one thing for you to be attracted to older men. It's another thing for you to have daddy issues and you refer to your husband as daddy. You know? Um, but I like Latrice. I love the fact that Latrice I love the fact that Latrice got on this reunion and let it be known that I'm not ready for kids. Girl, that's just not what I'm trying to do right now. Because I think that most women, a lot of women, and I also think that a lot of women would pressure a woman who doesn't want kids into having kids. You but if that was Drew, like Drew Sidora would be telling Latrice, girl, you better have a kid. That's your husband. If you don't have a kid, then who else is gonna have the kid? If you don't have the kid, he'll find somebody else to have the kid for him. Okay, and I'll just find me another husband, bitch. You see how easy that is? We all got options. He has an option to go find a woman to give him a baby, and I got an option to go find me another man. You see how easy that works? That's what y'all be forgetting. Every motherfucker got options. Y'all ain't know? All right. Um, I just like Latrice. I like Latrice. Um, the girls come out so Gucci and her family. They come out. The girls really don't fool with each other. Listen, they probably never gonna fool with each other like that. Listen, they've been in each other's lives for a very long time now. How long have So Gucci and JJ been together? 15 years. So they've been together since those kids were babies, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Little girls. And now they're young adults. They probably ain't gonna ever fool with each other. It's probably gonna be a hey girl, how you been? Hey girl, oh what a baby at? Oh, can I hold a baby? Oh my god, play with the baby a little bit, and then they go on by their business. Um, I mean, if they ain't, as long as I mean, I don't know, child. They ain't fighting, trying to kill each other. I guess that's all you can really ask for, child. They might get better. If I do think this, if they remain on the show, then I think they may be forced to try and build some type of relationship. You see what I'm saying? Because then it's like, okay, y'all, maybe we should go to therapy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that if they get off of the show, then it's gonna go back to like, okay, girl, we just don't fool with each other. But if they remain on the show, then they may be forced through the show in a way to kind of have to deal with each other. Cause then, girl, in a way, it's gonna be like we have to come up with storylines and all that stuff. So, girl, let's just go to therapy, and then maybe in that way, in the reality TV world, girl, they'll probably grow closer. I mean, through the reality TV world, in real life, they may even grow closer. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? They talk about colorism. Girl, it's so country, but that's how we say it. We used to say that in the country too. When a girl was like brighter, girl, brighter people always get treated better. Girl, I said, girl, I ain't heard nobody. I have not heard somebody call light skinned people, yellow people bright in so long. Girl, that is so old school. Girl, when I said we used to say bright, oh girl, she bright. Bright mean like light. But my first time hearing this in a long time was Dee Dee. What's her name? Dee Dee. Just saying it on my TV screen. Um, one of the daughters did say that it is true that lighter skinned people are usually treated better. I mean, I don't feel like getting into this whole conversation about colorism because for whatever reason, girl, black people, they know what racism is, but for whatever reason, like it's weird that people don't know what colorism is or how colorism operates. I don't. It's just weird to me. We can spot racism in a heartbeat, but we can never spot colorism. We all know that just because you dislike someone and they happen to be of a darker skin tone, right? That doesn't necessarily mean you're a colorist. You could just dislike them and they just happen to be, you know what I'm saying? I think some people have unconscious biases. They just don't realize it. You could dislike me because you might not just like my personality. You just might not like me. And then I just happen to be gay, right? But if you dislike me because I'm gay, that makes you homophobic. It doesn't make you homophobic because you dislike me and I just happen to be a gay man. It makes you homophobic when you dislike me because I'm a gay man. You see what I'm saying? It makes you a colorist when you start to treat people differently based off of their color. It doesn't make you a colorist just because you dislike someone and they happen to be, you know, a darker skin tone. But again, black people don't understand how colorism works. Um, Akeisha got her own group that she has basically to bring Farish Street back to life. I believe Akeisha is putting her money where her mouth is, or whatever you say it, girl. I think Letitia probably been playing in our faces with Farish Street this entire time. I think that Letitia probably had no intention of really even bringing Farish Street to life. I don't. I think Letitia has just used this as a storyline. I do. I think Akeisha gonna be the one to bring it back to life. I do. Letitia says Letitia has a lot of stuff going on. Girl, one of the things she says she has is a self help book. Letitia has a self help book. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Ain't nobody who getting on TV and letting their husband drag them and dog them out. Girl, gonna come out with a self help book. Girl, you on TV crying and shaking and jerking and girl knees bobbing and weaving. It's not coming out your nose because your husband is pretty much emotionally abusing you. And you coming out with a self-help book. Absolutely not. Anyways, I think Latrice said that her and Daddy are trying to open 30 Airbnbs. They already have two. She has moved to her new location, I believe. So Gucci is, I think, about to open up her own building for like fitness or something like that. I think she's getting her brokerage license. Marie, I think, is doing great in her mental health. Oh, I think her did she open up some opioids building or something, girl? I don't know, child. Who else? I think Tamara said she just got back from traveling. You know, she's booked and busy basically. So all the ladies are, doing great. I wouldn't mind if they come back for a third season. I wouldn't mind if everybody came back. You know who they could bring back? Girl, Marie. No, what's her name? Antoinette. I kind of want to see what Antoinette up to. They could bring Antoinette back. I mean, if she want to come back, because I think she left on her own this season. Anyways, I think she kind of cuckoo too because I was reading. I was trying to figure out why she left, and I was reading her. Basically, she had a lot of stuff going on, and she's trying to figure out a lot of stuff. But girl, then she was like basically she thinks if somebody wants to call her for a dating show, then she's all for it. Girl, how did I just read Antoinette, Dr. Antoinette? How did I just read that you basically going through it and you trying to figure out a lot of shit, but girl, you got time for a nigga? See, that's y'all motherfucking problem. Girl, get your shit together, then worry about a man later. You trying to bring a man into the middle of some shit that your ass ain't even got control of yet, okay? Anyway, child, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.